Lost Sci-Fi Books 106 through 110. 5 Lost Sci-Fi Short Stories from the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Written by Charles L. Fontenay, Sol Boren, Harry Harrison, Isaac Asimov, and Murray Leinster. Narrated by Scott Miller. Z. Lost Sci-Fi Short Stories from the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. Book 106. Written by Charles L. Fontenay. Narrated by Scott Miller. What scientific or supernatural principle is behind the mysterious appearances recorded some years ago by Mr. Charles Fort, I'm sure I don't know. It could, of course, be the same as that behind the sudden appearance of Wyndham Storm in Central Park, but I don't believe I've heard of a case that exactly paralleled this one. I gather from a perusal of Mr. Fort's works that it is not uncommon for these unheralded visitors to come on stage without the formality of clothing, but I don't believe it's customary for them to bring their wives along. I got caught in a thunderstorm that night in Central Park. Not New York Central Park, but Allertown Central Park, which isn't as big. Having no raincoat, the skies had appeared clear when I left home for the movies, I took refuge in the big octagonal bandstand. The storm was brief but spectacular. One of those violent affairs that often mark the arrival of a cold front to dispel an unusually intense midsummer heat wave. The rain slashed across the park in wind-whipped sheets, managing to drench me even in my shelter. Big trees bowed low and reluctantly hurled away leaves and limbs. Thunder rolled incessantly, and the lightning made an eerie daylight of the blackness. Suddenly, there was a terrific clap of thunder, and a fiery flash that blotted out everything around me. Shaken, I picked myself up from the floor of the bandstand, still not sure I hadn't been struck. Blue smoke was boiling away from a wrecked tree about 30 feet away, in the midst of a clump of charred, waving shrubbery. And, like Venus rising from the foam, the naked woman stepped out of the shrubbery, followed by the naked man. My first impulse was to laugh at these two, whom the storm had chased from their hiding place, and to be astonished at their brashness in disrobing completely in the heart of the park. Then,
sample complete. Ready to continue?